All right, made some pretty awesome progress on the fuse of this. It is pretty much as far as it can go before I get it into priming and painting. So I'll just explain what got done here. So did a base covering of yellow monocoat, and then I took some Bristol board and I made up these templates. This is all basically one piece of Bristol board. Made up this piece of Bristol board as well, and then just taped the Bristol board down to the blue monocoat and free-handed this with my X-Acto knife. And then Windexed it on to the yellow, let it dry overnight, and then nailed it with the iron to activate the glue and seal it down. And so there is, let's see if I can get it here. There's no bubbles whatsoever. It is kind of looks like it's painted on. So super happy with it. On the rudder here, I basically Windex to about here. There's no way you can Windex the covering around this concave curve. But once it dried and once I activated this part of the glue, then it was easy for me to just take the iron and just stretch it around the edge. So you end up with a real nice curved surface here and no wrinkles or anything. So nice and smooth. Then I got on these fairing pieces, sanded them down, put all the screws in it. I still have to do a little bit of body work, but it's coming. On the bottom, it's basically the same scheme. And then the way that the paint will go is I'll mask this off so that the blue continues here and dips down like this. So this will be yellow, and this will be blue with a line, dips down. And then you can see right here, that will be the line of blue that continues. So all of this area right here will be blue. And there's a line that goes this way. So I'll step back a little bit. You can picture a blue line that will continue down, wrap around this way, and then this will all be blue with a line this way. Now I'm not going to Windex on monocoat over top of this yellow right here because it's a concave surface. If I try to Windex blue monocoat over top of that, it'll just wrinkle. So what I'm going to do is this whole area right here that's going to be blue, I'm going to scuff it with a Scotch-Brite pad. And that'll allow some surface texture that I'll be able to prime it with automotive primer and then paint it blue and clear coat. So I'll actually be painting blue over top of the monocoat. Done it many times. It works out just flawless. And automotive base clear bonds really nice to the monocoat, provided that you use Scotch-Brite and scuff it. So lots of painting here to go, but I can't get into painting because it's only early March and it is still big time winter out there. So I'll only be able to get at the painting probably late in April, early May. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a rotisserie for this. I'll build a wooden stand with a spigot on this end and a spigot on this end. And then I'll be able to rotate this fuse, mask it all off, rotate this fuse, and be able to prime, paint, clear. The other nice thing with this is, oops, let's forgot that the tape is on here. Get the tape off. The other nice thing is this tail is removable. So there's two screws right here, which go right into this area. And so I'll see about whether I want to transport it like this with the tail off or whether I want to keep the tail on. I'll probably end up keeping the tail on because I don't have too much in the trailer. So you can see the line here for the blue. This will be yellow and blue with a line, blue and yellow with a line. So my rotisserie that I'm going to use for painting, I'll have a spigot right here, and a spigot right to the motor mount, and then I'll be able to literally just rotate this fuse around, do my my painting, my clearing, and I'll be able to just keep it on the rotisserie. And then this here, I'll just mask this area off and paint this part, prime and paint and clear. So just flipping it over. There's a servo that's going to go here for this elevator. A servo that will go there for the elevator. And then this is the horn for the rudder. And the servo bay for it is right there. So I'll have 3 servos in the tail. Overall, coming pretty good. Next step, I think, is going to be to get into the wings and get those, the center section, the 2 lower and the 2 upper, primed, or not primed, sorry, sanded down to 600 grit. Hairspray on the leading edge sheeting, cut it again with sandpaper, and then I'll get into some covering. My number of rolls of covering is definitely going down.